Good afternoon, good evening, welcome, wherever you find yourselves. Welcome to this special edition of our program here, Liberia First on GEDEH Talk. Today is Sunday, October 27th, 2024. We got a special edition here tonight. A very special edition. So invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Tonight's conversation was centered mainly around the Honorable J. Fonati Koffa removal as Speaker of the House of Representatives. Also, our subtopic there is about Oliver DeLong, the murderous brother of Senator A.B. Darrell DeLong, still receives salary from the Ministry of Transport despite he left Liberia over a year now. Lives and works in Canada. We got details coming up. And our main story on here tonight is Jeremiah Kwanko seeks to sell PUTU Mountain to his Ghanaian friend, but as two Grand GEDEH County reps betrayed Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. In that lead story, we said GEDEH Talk Digging Deeper Department has announced a plan by Jeremiah K. Kwan attempt to sell the PUTU Mountain in Grand GEDEH County to his Ghanaian billionaire friend. According to unimpeachable sources who provided us the information and asked for anonymity because they are not allowed to disclose the information, Kwan tried on a number of occasions to carry the Honorable Speaker J. Fonati Koffa with him to Accra for a one-on-one meeting with the billionaire for the sole purpose of concluding the deal. Asked why in Ghana and not in Liberia, our sources said Kwan assured his friend he could get Koffa to Ghana and conclude before coming to Liberia. They did not want the whole House of Representatives, especially the Grand GEDEH Legislative Caucus, involved at the early stages. And of course, however, according to our sources, Speaker Koffa insisted that he cannot do any business concerning the PUTU Mountain without the Grand GEDEH County Legislative Caucus and all the people of Grand GEDEH County, Liberia. Speaker Koffa maintained that he would do the same for any county as it relates to the minerals and resources in their respective counties. And of course, it can be recalled that GEDEH Talk Digging Deeper Department reported that JNB was in Italy to sell the very mountain to the heirs of former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi because they couldn't sell to an American company due to the Russian company ties to the mountain. The Italian deal remains in limbo. Meanwhile, pundits following the attempted bribery coup against Speaker Koffa are puzzled over two representatives from Grand GEDEH County Districts 1 and 2, Jeremiah Gao Sukan from Chen District and Marie Johnson from Kunamo District, respectively, involvement in the plot, while Koffa is protecting their county's interest. More in the story. Furthermore, a cross-section of Ghanaians across the diaspora and in Liberia have condemned Sukan and Johnson for taking bribes against their own brother. They are calling on them, especially Jeremiah Gao Sukan, who won the by-election to replace the late Honorable Eroy Madison Guillaume on the CDC ticket, to renounce his decision and realign with Speaker Koffa. They maintain that Marie Johnson can redeem herself and future political career by distancing herself from the coup plotters and also aligning with her brother, Speaker Koffa. Quote, how can they even go against their own brother? End of quote. Question an elder from the state of brother-in-law, Philadelphia. Speaker Koffa has filed a petition with the Supreme Court against the coup plotters. A conference has been scheduled by the court for Monday at 10 a.m. We will be following the happenings from the Supreme Court on Monday. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. And of course, we're going to bring it to you when that unfolds, okay? So, our story on here tonight is Oliver DeLong, murderous brother of Senator A.B. Barrows DeLong, still receives salary from the Ministry of Transport despite he left Liberia over a year now. Lives and works in Canada. GHT Digging Deeper Department reports that a younger brother of Monserrado County Senator Abraham Darius DeLong, who murdered a young man alleging self-defense, fled Liberia over a year now and currently lives and works full-time in Canada. Oliver P. DeLong worked at the Ministry of Transport as agent in the Land and Rail Department. Information in our possession, including several months of salaries payout to him, include information of the over 400 civil servants or employees of the ministry. We have that in our possession. Our Digging Deeper Department confirmed the following information of Oliver P. DeLong. Social Security number 044142561. NIR number 243-0900-890 and employee number 47029. In January, Oliver DeLong was number 53 on the payroll, number 49 in March, and number 55 in September, just to list a few. He makes a monthly salary equivalent to a director of over US $2,000 and several thousand Liberian dollars. GEDEH Digging Deeper Department is reporting this level of corruption for the very fact that many civil servants, over 200 from the Transport Ministry, were dismissed for unspecified reasons, except that they were hired between 2019 to 2023 and that they are seditious. Another reason provided was that there was no money to maintain them on the payroll. DeLong receives his USD portion on his salary as direct deposit to his Visa card, which gives him access anywhere in the world. His Liberian dollar component is deposited in his bank account. And now before the show ends, I will give you the bank information that DeLong's salary goes to. All right, we're going to provide all of that to you right here. It's deposited and he uses his mobile money account to do whatever he wants. Moreover, the civil service agency made loud noises about cleaning the payrolls of ghost names. How and why did they leave Oliver DeLong on the payroll all this time when they knew he was out of the country? We are investigating the entire payroll of the Ministry of Transport for any other ghost name that was intentionally left on there. We could publish the entire payroll, but don't want to publish or compromise innocent people information. We will print out the document and blur out others before publication. While Oliver DeLong has accused Mr. Gilman of GHT being in the payroll or on the payroll during the CDC government era, Mr. Gamer has refuted said claims and challenges the law or anyone to produce any information that links him to receiving salaries from the government of Liberia. It can also be recalled that the Ministry of Transport and Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation are allegedly the sources of USD $600,000 and $150,000 respectively in the House of Representatives attempted bribery coup against the Speaker, Honorable J. Fonati Koffa. Koffa has since filed a petition with the Supreme Court of Liberia. Will the Supreme Court listen, render judgment, or no? We've got a great show for all of us here. And so we invite you to invite others. On a very sad note, we want to join the Honorable Speaker, Fonati Koffa, and announce the passing, the death of the Chief of Staff in the office of the Speaker, Mrs. Helen Joa Senior Howard, who passed away this afternoon. We don't know the cause of death, but this is Helen Joa Howard. She passed away today in Liberia. We don't know the cause of death, but we want to extend our sympathies to her families, to her friends, especially this Honorable Speaker J. Fonati Koffa, on the sudden death of a beautiful life, beautiful soul, Miss Howard, who passed away today in Monrovia, Liberia. May her soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest.
You're so good to me for all you have done. Lord, I give you praise. You're so good to me for all you have done. I want to give you praise. Say, Lord, you've been good to me for all you have done. Lord, I give you praise. You've been, Lord, you've been good to me. For all you have done, I want to give you praise. Look at me, how you bless my life. For all you have done, I give you praise. I can testify of your goodness, for all you have done. I want to give you praise. You've been good to me. Yeah. For all you have done. Oh, Lord, I give you praise. Yeah. Lord, you've been good to me. For all you have done. God, I want to give you praise. Look at I can't imagine where will I be without you. It's only by your grace, by your grace, I can make it out. Where will I be? Oh, without you. Lord, you've been good to me. To me. All you have done. Lord, I give you the Lord, you've been good. Lord, you've been good to me. You really been good to me. All you have done. I got to praise it. Hallelujah. This is someone's testimony. Praise it. You ready be good to me, oh God. Lord, I give you. You've been good to me all the time. I wanna give you praise. Oh my God. You've been good to me. So many reasons to praise you, God. Lord, I give you praise. There is a reason to praise the Lord. There is a reason to praise the Lord. Cause you ready be good to me. I wanna give you praise. You ready be good, you ready be good, you ready be good to me. You ready be good to me. There is a reason to praise you, God. There is a reason to praise you, Lord. A reason to praise you.
Hey,
Yeah,
praise him. Praise him.
yeah, praise him. Minister Prince Shema.
Lord, we give you praise there by Rodney P. Rodney J. Yeke Koluba.
To have the opportunity to speak for the Liberian people and to speak for the poor of District number 10 and my supporters in and around the world. The court have decided to take a decision that people are saying they will not respect the court. And you know, in any given situation, when we have situation, we should be able to seek redress from the court. We have been going to the court. I've been going to the court since 2-3 years. Since 2 years, it is last week the court have decided to hear my case on my salary. And we need to respect the court. The court decided not to hear my case, but just last week, they said, yeah, okay, we're ready to give. We're ready to send for the party concerning your salary. We want to respect the court, and we call it on all parties to respect the court. Because if the court is not respected, then that means there's no justice. If there's no justice, there is no executive. Joseph Boakai will be declared former president of this country, and we're going to have interim government, and the interim government will take charge of this country. If it is a threat, I am making a threat. If we can't get justice, if the court cannot be respected, if the executive cannot enforce the mandate of the court, the executive will be dissolved. Then that means Joseph Boakai will become former president of this country. Let me say to the senators, we know Jeremiah Kone trying to behave like they want to resolve the situation, and they are behind. Brian Moy and Jeremiah Kone are having a lot of meetings. And in some other meetings, they have resolved Now, if they were going to succeed, I said, if they were going to succeed in moving Fonati Koffa, in which they came, they would never succeed, and they have never succeeded, and they would not succeed. They were going to get behind Yomli to remove her, to make Prince Moy the totem of the Republic of Liberia. You see, we are calling on the Liberian people to get involved. Because that day we're looking at, when that day reach, the AFL will be dissolved, the police will be dissolved, all the security apparatus will be dissolved, and we're going to have interim government in this country. Because that means we can't get justice, that means there's no government in the country. So we need to have interim government to steer the affairs of the country. And very soon, if the court is not respected, we are going to reach to that point. We are advising the senators to close on Tuesday. If not, we'll be proceeding to the court, because we did not officially open. Everything they will be doing after Tuesday will be illegal, according to the Constitution. So we are calling on them to do everything they can do between today and tomorrow to close. So you see what's coming to happen, Joseph Walker? Say you work for 46 years and you're very irresponsible. That what coming to happen to your government. Your government coming to collapse. Your government is coming we're coming to dissolve the government. I'm heading to now. Because after Tuesday, the senators will have to close. If they don't close, we are expecting the communication to come before us, for us to sign it, and our lawyers will be proceeding to the court. We are going to use all the legal means until somebody can behave like rebel. Then they will know that some are all for war, and we don't appreciate war. But because the happening to happen, the happening will happen. We've got to be very mindful in the country. We have to be very, very mindful in the country. If the laws are not respected yesterday, the law can be respected today. You know, people when I started to say some things, you know, people say, oh, they may do what they want, they may say what they want. Fonati Koffa will not resign. If you have to resign, you have to go live in exile. If not, he will become history. And his family people know. And that is what we agree on. That he will not fail us, we will not fail him. Any attempt for him to fail us, he will become history. So I will not mince my voice. I stand by my statement because that is the assurance they are giving us. That is what we came up to, that we are going to go by the law. If Eddie is taking away from his speakership, that is business. You know why he resigned. But Fonati Koffa will not resign. So anybody think Fonati Koffa will resign under pressure, you waste your time. You stop daydreaming. Fonati Koffa will not resign. You need 49 to get Fonati Koffa out. So you got to reduce our group to 24. We are 30, right? You need someone, we need someone. And we are recognized. The speaker is recognized. Nothing we see people doing. You're joking. We don't want peace. We want fight. You want fire, you want peace. We want fight. You know, Besson, let me tell you something today. You went to the speaker office when you want to do your peace, when you want to restrain people not to talk. I'm not a speaker husband. No point you're restraining, you know them. Anytime you're going your meeting with your speaker, you must never bring money there. Because anytime you want to fire, anybody will fire. You don't want fight, then you want peace. What you're pretending that you want peace for? You want peace? No peace. And you want fight? You don't fight. Everything you know, mommy, you bring it up. Boba rule change. You know, people don't know the name Yeke. Stanton have done all what he can do for me. But I always say to him, when you come in politics, the SAR are here. When you talk against that SAR, I don't know, you will split the cola. And we have done it on so many occasions. I'm saying this to say, what name been to Fatima. Fatima, you don't know where to carry you more. So we agree, say you know for the thing that majority. In the first round of the election, you don't know John we are one or in the first round. So we are a higher number, but there's some more percentage. Don't have to more higher number. Or because you get relationship in the 42. So you want to but close your mouth, you will be calling my phone, you will tell to never come in the 30 anymore. You tell the people why your husband Sally ran away. I'm gonna tell the people, but close your mouth in your business. You not get friend. Anybody come in where I am, I can deal with you. Oh, you know, I know what you get in the 42. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, like, brother, what you go do South Africa? You be like, don't come in our bed. I tell you when it comes to politics. You better be careful, Fatima. Thank you for coming here to vote for me. But when it comes to where I am, you must tell the truth. The law say for the now, they say the poor, I mean for the poor get for the two. The poor imagine you be like, the day you talk on that thing, I will tell you, Fatima, you be like, slow down. You want to tell the people what happened to your husband, he ran away? Sally? You be like, tell the people what happened to your husband, he ran away? You want to get involved with daily war? You know politics not get good talk. You get involved with saying now on platform because you're going to South Africa. You know we go the person in the 42 that will go to South Africa. The guy call me. You pay to my wife, pay anyway. I just jump in, run away from him. You want fire, you want be looking for people to be baking. For me now, the thing you're not about me talking. Let me damage you. What's wrong with you? You're criminal, then you want to sit down and talk. You're not about Fonati. You say Bukane. No. You know, say Bukane, I'm a papa.
That's Yeke Koluba speaking today from his base in district number 10. He never ceases to amaze. See the one Jabba said, when Yeke on your side, forget it. Yeah, forget it. Jelly or Unwego. This is the new song in town.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a question. Shallow be keepers, yeah. They made me forget about my job, we are. They tell me say they probably need a more, we are. They see people that made me forget we are. I didn't manage teaching get a camera. TP, roll. They skinny for up and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we vote tell us so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. Baga fouille la brain people. Baga me wa to boy la ou fully people. The gina kono era one foya. It's going on you can the jere you can get her. Baga na tine la you doing so. The tine la you on a record me so.
What kind of thing like you doing so? The thing like you on a regular time so.
We was sitting with them, we got break gang. I would my phone and they were chilling left. There was 15, I read it, more tense. As soon as we put it then I see a chilly thing. But I'm there for one criminal or directors. The one that stole in Eddie government made them ministers. But I tell 100 to no car will issue more. If I ain't bringing policy that will be 40 jobs. Who need to go see DEA for the whole job? They hadn't said it for they still wanted this bigger job. But then we put it for better, no food for common people. You only travel when you come by, you be sacking people.
We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so.
Oh, thank you very much to add that to my question.
Eddie King.
Shallow. Shallow be.
She brings yeah. They made me forget about my job, we are. The time is the bribery in a more, we are. They see people that made me forget we are. I didn't manage teaching get a camera. TP, roll. They skinny for a plenty and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so.
Baga fu wile la brain people. Baga me wa to for ile we fully people. The gina go no era only for ya. It's going on you can get you can get her. What kind of thing like you doing so? The thing like you on a record time so.
Well, hi, there's the Queen, Marie Pine. Welcome to you.
We was sitting with them, we got break gang. I would my phone and they were chilling left. There was 15, I read it, more tense. As soon as we put it then I see a chilly thing. But I'm there for one criminal or directors. The one that stole in Eddie government made them ministers. But I tell 100 to no car will issue more. If I ain't bringing policy that will be 40 jobs. Who need to go see DEA for the whole job? They hadn't said it for they still wanted this bigger job. But then we put it for better, no food for common people. You only travel when you come by, you be sacking people.
We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there, we not know so.
What a song there, Dirt Bucket. Dirt Bucket is the name of the song by the young Liberians, or talented young Liberians there in Monrovia produced that song. And of course, it's the song on the chart for you. Welcome to all of you to this special edition of our broadcast. Yeah, today is a 2 points conversation that we're gonna have with you here, and for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you. Okay, of course, we're gonna be discussing with you. Jeremiah Kwan seeks to sell PUTU Mountain to his Ghanaian friend, billionaire friend, but as two Grand GEDEH County representatives betray Speaker J. Fonati Koffa And our sub story there, story number 2, Oliver DeLong, the murderous brother of Senator A.B. Darros DeLong, still receives salary from the Ministry of Transport, despite he left Liberia over a year now. Lives and works in Canada. Okay, DeLong lives and works in Canada, but he continued to receive salary. Okay, and of course, we published that information. Quite a number of you commented on it. Some of you are so angry with the information, but these are the same information you were using against the CDC government, that people were hired or people were receiving pay without working and all of that. But you are defending A.B. Darros DeLong brother, Oliver DeLong, who left the Ministry of Transport over a year now, but continue to receive pay on the backs of hundreds of Liberians that were laid off because this government said they didn't have money to pay them. Okay? Or simply because they were hired between 2019 to 2023. Simply put, they are seditions. So you lay them off. But Oliver DeLong remains on the payroll. Okay? Let's fast track our conversation here tonight. It's been almost a fortnight, almost 2 weeks now or so, since the attempted overthrow of Speaker J. Fonati Koffa by some members of the House of Representatives. And of course, you will recall Speaker Koffa was accompanying Joseph Yoma Boakai to Rome, Italy. Okay? On account that let's go and discuss our country's progress, productivity, what have you. Join me so that we show that unity, that oneness of purpose, that commonality. Liberia championing the cause, the first branch of government or leader, and the second branch of government leader, both in Rome, Italy. Let's go. And while they were away, the instructions left behind by Joseph Yoma Boakai to overthrow the speaker. Okay? And we don't say these things because we are opportune to say them, because we are at liberty. We have the rights, the First Amendment rights, as guaranteed by our host country, the United States of America, because we find ourselves in America, so we can say anything. No. Unlike others, we will not say anything that jeopardizes the peace, security, growth, productivity, progress of Mama Liberia. No, we will not. We will not say anything that jeopardizes that that we all want for our country, Liberia. Growth, productivity, peace, security. Okay? So Boakai did leave the instruction. Though he pretends not to know, but if you are the father of the nation, or you are the father in a home, and you come home, or while you are away, you hear reports that your children in a home are fighting for control of the home. You are the home, or you are the leader in the home. You are away seeking greener pastures for your home. And then the children in the home are fighting. You did not call anybody, or you did not call who they're fighting. You pretend not to know that there is a fight going on in a home. You are very silent about it. Okay? You are very silent about it. That's what Piah has been doing. That's what Piah is doing. Silent about the coup, attempted coup in the House of Representatives. When departments in the government, the Ministry of Transport, the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, will all source money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, to pay lawmakers who are supposedly honorable men and women who were elected by their people as their direct representatives. They were paid, each paid $15,000 upfront, United States dollars. And when the deal is done, when they are successful at removing Speaker Koffa, they receive the balance $10,000. But hey, let me hasten to tell you, you know by now, it's no secret that about 42, because I think one is out of the country, 42 members who are the Coup Plotters are currently staying at RLJ Hotel Resort, the former Kennedy. They are staying there. They are wining, dining, and camping with one another. They are staying there at the expense of the Liberian people. At the expense of the Liberian people. Imagine paying $250 per night to sleep. To sleep per room. Imagine that. Okay? Imagine that. They are eating. They are eating. They are drinking. Their extra habits are being supported. Okay? They are eating, they are drinking, they are sleeping, they are supporting their extra social banditory acts on the backs of the suffering people of Liberia, using taxpayers' dollars. Do you think Jeremiah Sokan from Chien District number 1, let me put his picture up. Jeremiah Sokan from Chien District representative, Jeremiah Gao Sokan. This guy right here. This man was just elected. Cornelius Tay, very, very sad. Jeremiah Gao Sokan was just elected representative for Chien District number 1, Grand GEDEH County. I was in Monrovia when the campaign began after the honorable gentleman Eroy Madison Guion passed. Okay, he won his second term. Eroy Madison Guion, he won and was supposed to be in the house today, but he got sick. They took him to Ghana and he passed. So Jeremiah Sokan, who ran against Eroy the first time, did not make it. And in 2023, he decided he's not going to run against Eroy Madison. And so he became the favorite on the CDC ticket. He became the favorite on the CDC ticket. He won, hands down. The party supported him. The party supported him financially, morally, all the lists you can add. Peoplely, membersly, everything. The party supported him. He won on the CDC ticket. When he got sworn in and everything, we were all happy when he appointed Kanyo Bala, Councillor Kanyo Bala, the late Ba Mason Bala's son. And I have right here on my wall in my studio here the picture of the elder statesman, the late Ba Mason Bala. Okay? We revere this Pape, Kanyo's dad, because he was a statesman, he was honest, he was astute, very outspoken, very literate, and he did not mince words. He did not hide his feelings from people. Okay? So when Jeremiah Sokan appointed Kanyo Bala as his office manager or chief of staff, we were all excited that, of course, this is the singular decision, the first singular decision that Jeremiah Sokan is making to bring somebody who is astute, who is of the law, knowledgeable of the law, a counselor. We hailed that. And we went to the extent to even say Sokan is probably the first who have hired a lawyer to be his office manager, and not anybody he can pull by the nose. But today we want to ask, where is Kanyo Bala in all of this? Kanyo Bala was the spokesman, campaign spokesman for the CDC in the 2023 general and presidential elections. I was on the team with him. He was the campaign spokesman. Where is Kanyo in all of this? Does he support Jeremiah Sokan? Does he? Or Jeremiah Sokan is sharing the loot, the bounty, the $15,000 with Kanyo? Let's ask the hard question. Let's ask the hard question. Where is Kanyo? Is he advising Sokan to return and realign with Speaker Koffa? Did Jeremiah Sokan take money to elect Speaker Koffa, or he thought Speaker Koffa was the right person? Okay? These are the things that are at stake. Why the the speaker is there advocating for the Republic of Liberia, not just Grand GHT County, but for the purpose of this broadcast tonight, we will look at Grand GHT County involving two representatives from Grand GHT County, Marie Johnson from Kunamo District and Jeremiah Gao Sokan from Chien District. We did a story in which we said that Jeremiah Kong tried on numerous occasions to sell the PUTU Mountain. A story we published yesterday. And I had people trending against the post. Can any one man sell the PUTU Mountain? Can any one man sell the mountain, the PUTU Mountain? And I asked them, how many people negotiated the Yellow Machines deal? The gentleman agreement deal. How many people negotiated it? Was it a team? What did Bwaka say to us about the Yellow Machine deal? That's my friend. That was a gentleman agreement. But the gentleman agreement now is trying to find its way into the national budget. The gentleman agreement is trying to find its way into the national budget so that Liberian tax dollars pay for it. Okay? It's beginning to find its way. Some of the reasons for which they are going after the head of Fonati Koffa. And we have a Jeremiah Gao Sokan who benefited from CDC, who ran on the party's ticket and garnered the support of the militants and everybody else, whether it's the leaders or cadres or whosoever in the CDC camp in Grand GHT County. He managed to win their support and is today a representative. And the first thing he can do is to give a back kick to the speaker. To the speaker is to give a back kick to the speaker. And he will be joined by Marie Johnson, Kunamo District, Marie Johnson put up a press statement. She put up a press statement and said, XYZ. Let me see if I can put up that press statement. This is Marie Johnson's press statement. This is Marie Johnson's press statement. A first-year lawmaker just joined the House of Representatives in the 2023 general presidential elections. She's from the party of the lady who can take people's husband, who can the husband rogue. And that's how the papers in New York, in Charlotte, that's how they describe Magdalena Cooper, husband rogue. Okay? Don't take my word for it. We have the newspapers and everything. Marie Johnson won in Kunamo District, District number 2, Grand GHT County, and became representative. The first time we spoke about her and her role in a coup against Fonati Koffa, the next day she published this press statement. She published this press statement and stating that she stands by her decision and that she did not take any money, but she stands by her decision. And she's citing Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution, rule number 9.1 of the rules of the House of Representatives, rules and procedures of the House of Representatives. She's citing them. Okay? I wanted you to see her signature so that you don't say, Gamer, where you get this from. This is Marie Johnson's signature on the press statement. Okay? And this is against the backdrop of Fonati Koffa standing up for Grand GEDEH County. According to our unimpeachable sources, of course, probably they were in a room, but not authorized to speak on this issue or provide any information. And so they asked us to, of course, protect them, their identities. And you know, we've been on this pathway how many years now? How many years we've been on this? Emmanuel Bro, Lucien, Vanny, Friday Young, Sally Asoni, Josephus Mane. We've been on this path for over 10 years, where information we provide are ironclad, are genuine, are honest. And our sources are never disclosed to anybody. Knife to our head, guns, knife to our throats, guns to our head. We will not disclose that information or who provided it. Thank you, Eddie Mayata Song Bele myself, more than 10 years. We've been here. Okay? I'll give you one instance. We broke a news here that says that President Piah was going to pardon the former defense minister, Brani Samuka. Right? You remember that? Beneta Chie, Salia. We broke a news here and said that President Piah was going to pardon Brani Samuka. And then some of our colleagues, some people in the CDC attack us for that. It's not going to happen. Okay? But we were beating people socially, on social media. They beat us. They pounded on us. But our sources told us, say, Pape, big brother, Mr. Gamer, don't give up. Don't give up on our information. We're looking at everything that's happening. It will happen. The news you provided, it just slow it down, but it will happen. And after 2 weeks or so, what happened? Journey Springback, one of the people, he said, I vehemently downplayed that news. But after 2 weeks, then Minister for State for Presidential Affairs, Nathaniel McGill, called a news conference and told the world, told the Liberian people that President Piah, His Excellency, has pardoned Brownie Samuka. Okay? That President Weah has pardoned Brownie Samuka. And then my folks, our sources were like, Mr. Gamer, you see what we told you? And then I went on social media too. I was like, what do you say now? Now what? Now what? Then we began to boast of the bragging rights to information. Okay? What we do here is not about us. It is not about us. It is about the Liberian people. Okay? It is about the Liberian people. You will be surprised about the other day, just less than a month ago, Mr. Gamer was all over the place on Fonati Koffa. You will say he was attacking Fonati Koffa. If we had differences with Fonati Koffa, 99 differences with Fonati Koffa, or 999 differences with Fonati Koffa, to remove Fonati Koffa illegally by overthrowing him, is not one. Was never one. It was never one. Okay? It was never one of them to have him removed. And so when you see us speak against it today, it is because it is the right thing to do. Did you listen to Yeka Koluba? Was Yeka Koluba ever a fan of George Weah or the CDC? Was he? Did you listen to Yeka Koluba today? Was he the fan of Speaker Koffa? Did Yeka vote for Speaker Koffa? He did not. Yeka was not among those people who voted for Koffa. He voted against Koffa. But today, Yeka joined the ranks and file of the Honorable Luther Collins from Bapolu, Musa Hassan Belete from Nimba, Frank Safoko, and others. The third representative from Grand GHT County, District number 3, Bazon District, Jacob Debbie. Okay? To do what? To protect the laws. To protect the Constitution. To ensure that Liberia's democracy is protected at all times, at all cost. Okay? And so that's why you see the switch. Okay? Absolutely. Asata Miller said, Mr. Gamer, you talk about CBL Governor Henry Samoa, and it came to pass. Thank you. That Bwaka was going to dismiss Aloysius Talu and appoint his nephew, Henry Samoa, at Central Bank. It came to pass. Okay? It is the right thing for everybody to do. You can never be wrong for doing the right thing. Nobody can be wrong for doing the right thing. We can always come back and say it again and again. Okay? So, our sources told us emphatically, unimpeachable sources, Mr. Gilman, big brother, Jeremiah Kuhn has been trying to convince the speaker to take him to Ghana to meet with his Ghanaian billionaire friend, the guy who sent him the plane. I said, for what? That's why we decided to call you to tell you, because we don't understand why the speaker will be fighting for Grand GEDEH resources, Grand GEDEH Mountain, and then you have Grand GEDEH County representatives fighting him or fighting against him. Jeremiah Kuhn wants to sell the PUTU Mountain to his Ghanaian billionaire friend. And he tried so many times to take the speaker with him to Ghana to conclude on the deal. But why can't he bring the man to Liberia? And he bring the man to Liberia, big brother, you know, everybody will be rushing there. They want this, they want that. But they think that they can give the speaker money for the speaker to agree, and then everything will just be easy. For real? Are you for real? Are you shooting me? Gentlemen, lady? Are you for real? And then people fighting me under the post. Can one man sell the mountain? That's the question they are asking me. Can one man sell the mountain? And some of them are in this great United States of America that are asking me, can one man sell the PUTU Mountain? Is it a government-to-government business? Is it a government-to-government? Is it G to G? Or person to person? Or person to business? Who is operating the PUTU Mountain today? Who is operating the PUTU Mountain today? Is a Russian company operating the PUTU Mountain. The Piah government try with the Russian company try to sell the PUTU Mountain or GEDEH Mountain to an American company. They try to sell to an American company. That deal could not be materialized because of the sanctions, the massive sanctions that is imposed on Russia, Russians and Russian companies by United States government. So there's no way that an American company will buy anything from a Russian company in such magnitude. Okay? So we reported that Piah was also attempting to sell this very mountain to the heirs of the former Italian Prime Minister, Silvio Berlusconi. We published that story, say, oh, Piah to sell PUTU Mountain or GEDEH Mountain to Silvio Berlusconi. And people say, oh, Silvio Berlusconi died more than 1 year ago. He died several years ago. He did this, he did that. Now everybody coming to buy. We said that deal in Italy could not go through because Silvio Berlusconi company demanded that before they do anything, they want President Weah to be present. Weah and Boyka do not have it like that. This Joseph Yuma Boyka do not respect the former president. So that deal just break down in Italy. It did not materialize. So Kun is talking to his Ghanaian billionaire to see if he can come in. All they want to do is to repossess the mountain from the Russian company. Pay them off. Let them go. And then they will have that leverage with whoever comes in to sell to the American company. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Okay? They want to do whatever they can to clear off the Russian company, and they can now sell to the American company. So people who asking, can one man sell a mountain? Go think about it. Think about it. There's a bridge. There's a bridge here in Detroit going across Canada called the Ambassador Bridge. Thank you, Joanna Zulu. Thank you. Said there was a press release from Sukan a few months back about revisiting the PUTU and Russia situation. Thank you, Joanna. Okay? Okay? They want to clear Russia out of it, and then they will be able to sell to the American company. Okay? I was trying to tell you there's a bridge here in Detroit going across Canada. It is called the Ambassador Bridge. That bridge, a bridge between two countries, is owned by a family, by one man. Okay? The Ambassador Bridge. Okay? It's owned by the Ambassador Bridge is owned by Manuel Mari Mouron. Mouron died a few years ago. Mari Mouron. Okay? The Ambassador Bridge. Google it. Between two countries. Google it. So before you talk about can one man sell a mountain the resources of a country or a county whatsoever, think again. I see some of you trending say the legislature got to get involved. The people got to. You can't call the 5.2 million people together and in a meeting and say we want to sell the GEDEH mountain, or call the 100 and some odd thousand people living in Grand GHT County and say we want to sell the mountain. What y'all say? It is the representatives of the people in the House of Legislature. That's who will fully represent them. And because they don't want everybody involved in the process at this early stage, they just wanted to deal with the Speaker, Fonati Koffa. I need not tell you more. Think about it. Mabu Rogers, welcome there from Claratown. No, Jail News, bring back. The new bridge that is being built is by, I think by the state, by Michigan and the federal. Yeah. The two governments combined, they're building it. That one has nothing to do with the same family. That family fought against the building of the second bridge that is almost completed. Yeah. Absolutely. Salia Sony said, Mr. Gamer, asked them who sold Louisiana Island to the USA. Was it France or one man? Okay. Okay. So they want to get George Kong. So tell us exactly who can enter into a deal for the PUTU Mountain or for the natural resources of Liberia, whether it is oil, it is iron ore, it is rubber. Who can enter the deal? Is it the whole country? Is it the legislature? Is it who? Investment Commission? Who can do it? Why do you think when business people go to the country, they pay visits to the president pro tem, to the speaker, to finance minister, to the president office? Why you think they pay visits to these people or whichever department that they want, they are interested in? Why you think that they do that? It's because they want some leverage. And so in this case, Jeremiah Kpankun thought he could get Speaker Koffa. Thank you, Joanna Zulu. That's the question I also asked them. Who made a deal with APM Terminal? 25 years. The government and people of Liberia are not receiving anything. APM Terminal is just there collecting money because all of the money they pay to Salif and Bwaka before they left power. Okay? Who negotiated the APM Terminal deal? Who negotiated it? Abenigo Kanefe, welcome. Fonige Masale, welcome to you. Who? Okay? Think about it. Why do you think they wanted Koffa to go with them to Ghana? Eh? Why? because they didn't want the whole legislature or Grand Jury County Legislative Caucus involved. But according to our sources, Koffa insisted, Fonati Koffa insisted and said, I cannot do anything without the Grand Jury Legislative Caucus. Okay? Our Digging Deeper department sources told us, they said, Mr. Gamer, you can quote us directly on this one. Say, Fonati Koffa said, I cannot do anything without the Grand Jury County Legislative Caucus. When I talk to a few people out here in the diaspora and Grand Juryans who are so concerned about what is happening, especially when we spoke against Jeremiah Sokan and Marie Johnson, people call us. When I told them what was unfolding, the information we had, they were shocked. They were shocked. And then one elder Papa said, but Gamer, why are these people fighting their own brothers? Their own brother. Why are these people fighting their own brother? Talking about Marie Johnson and Jeremiah Sokan. Why are they fighting their own brother? Why? Okay? And then somebody said, why are you calling them? Why are you calling Speaker Koffa their brother? It said the Southeastern thing you want to bring here again. Go read the comments. Why are you calling Koffa, Sokan, and Johnson's brother? That is Southeastern thing you want to bring here again? Then somebody trended on it there and said, but can a Nima man or a Nima person, not trying to be sectionalistic, tribalistic, whatsoever, can a Nima person join with a Grand Jury to remove the vice president? You know, that was somebody trended underneath there. I'm not making it up. Go and read for yourselves. Okay? You see what is happening? When Joseph Boyka said that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not reconcile the country, and he said that what he meant by squandering opportunities, that Ellen Johnson did not reconcile the country. You see what people are thinking? Eh? You see what people are thinking? When we are making progress towards the growth, productivity, development of this country, especially so when we had a young, vibrant, energetic president in George Weah, in whom the whole world respect. He could get anything done. He first traveled outside the continent of Africa to Paris. He went back with over $10 million for youth programs. And every other travel he made, he went back with tangibles, with packages. Whether it is the Emirate Hospital in Bapolu, a beautiful hospital, millions of dollars spent Under the Boycott government, they are looting the hospital, talking about they bringing the equipment to JFK, to Monrovia. Nobody knows what's happening. Okay? Nobody knows what's happening. The many development that President Weah carry out across the country, every subdivision of Liberia under George Weah tested some level of development. Whether it is an electricity dam being built in Lofa County to support almost 75% of Lofa with electricity, it is going on. Whether there's another dam in River G to support electricity in that part of the country, is being done. Whether it's roads being built in Nima County, it's done. Okay? Okay? What did the Grand GEDEH people benefit so much when all they wanted was road connectivity, so as to not be divided from the rest of the country during the rain season, not be divided from Nima during the rain season? They didn't get it under George Weah. But the George Weah government always said the money has been sourced according to Samuel 12, and the road will be built. But here is a speaker in J. Fonati Koffa who is saying, no, I will not enter into any deal with anybody without the Grand GEDEH Legislative Caucus and members of the caucus. 2 representatives are backstabbing him. They are taking money to sell him out. And you think we should cover them up because our naval strength buried in Grand GEDEH, and we will not speak against it? I met Fonati Koffa one time in my entire life. One time. One time. In my entire life. That was in March of 2023 when we went for the voter registration. I met him at a restaurant. In fact, I was almost done having my dinner when he entered. He saw the face, he made me up, we shook hands. I went to him when he sat down, had a little conversation. And he was like, he always called me Chief. He said, but Chief, sit down. I said, no, sir. By this time, he was not speaker. He was just a representative. I said, I've been here for a while. I got to go, and I'm going to get on Freedom FM on the radio. It was pushing on to 8 o'clock. He said, okay, no problem. Go do your thing. Thank you. And we left. I left. That was all the interaction ever between Fonati Koffa and myself. Okay? But we must speak up for the right thing. Again, we can never be wrong to do the right thing. For anybody to think that they can remove Speaker Koffa by force, you are dead wrong. And this is where I admire the likes of Yeke Koluba. Okay? The law is the law. Musa Hassan Belete and others, Ta Wangbe. Okay? People who are not seditious, people who campaign against CDC are the ones standing up for Fonati Koffa. And then we have CDC lawmakers or CDC people who are seditious to the core, but they ran as independents. They got support from the party, and they are in the House of Representatives today, and they are against Fonati Koffa because Bwaka has brought $25,000 up front. And what we are getting as this show is going on, information we are getting is that, let me make sure that I get it right. Information we are getting right now in record time. Okay. Information we are getting while this show is ongoing right now, that Bwaka have sensed, SENSED, have sensed a real resistance from those supporting Fonati Koffa, those supporting the Constitution of Liberia, because the Constitution is very clear that simple majority can have quorum for discussion, for business. A simple majority of the House of Representatives, that is 37 people. That simple majority, 37 people, can have quorum for business. But to remove the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and elected officers, you need 2/3. That is 49. 49 people, 49 representatives to sign up to say, yes, let the person go, or we don't want Koffa. 49, not 43, not 42, and then you call it majority. The majority of the people say they don't want you. Why you still doing that? That's not what the law says. Okay? That's not what the law says. And so what the information we are getting right now is that the Bwaka government, the Bwaka administration is increasing the package. Okay? Increasing the package. 25,000. Each of those lawmakers that are now at RLJ, they have paid them up 25,000. They balance 10,000. They have given it to them. That's the information we are getting right now. They have paid them the balance 10,000, and they're promising them another 25,000 each to make it 50,000. Imagine how much money is that. They are promising them another 25,000 to make it 50,000 for each person. And that they should try to talk to other members in the Fonati Koffa camp, those that support Fonati Koffa, and they can get 7, 8, or 10 people from Fonati Koffa. The information says those people each of them will be giving $100,000 just to take people from Fonati Koffa. So if you see anybody leaving from Fonati Koffa, sir, to go join the rebel group, that person got $100,000. Liberian people money. Liberian people money. That's what I'm getting here in record time. Liberian people money. Okay? Piah has now called Fonati to say anything to him the same way he has now called President Weah to say anything to him when he was disrespected, abused at the airport. For the many times he traveled through the airport, RIA, Piah has not called him to say anything. It's the same way Piah has refused to call Fonati Koffa and say anything to him. So the report is that those guys are RLJ. They received their balance monies. They balance $10,000 each. They receive it. And they are promised additional $25,000. And if they can get people from Fonati Koffa side to reach their number to 49 or 50 or 51, those people who will join them from Fonati Koffa side, each of them will be receiving $100,000. $100,000. $100,000. Some of you here, your families, your friends are calling you for school fees, to help pay their children's school fees, to help pay for graduation fees, to buy rice, to buy fancy Aspro tablets. You got people calling you. And the Piah government is spending your tax dollars. Okay? The Piah government spending your tax dollars on nonsense coup, on a nonsense of a removal of Fonati Koffa. Okay? Spending money to remove Fonati Koffa. And I believe that's what Jeremiah Sokan and Marie Johnson of Grand GHT County, that's what they are taking. That's what they are taking. That's what they are taking. The money. Instead of fighting for the people, instead of making sure that Liberia democracy triumph, it thrives, that the fabrics of our democracies is sustained. Do you think when the people wrote the Constitution and said you need 49 people to remove the speaker, deputy speaker, and elected officers, you think that 49, you think 2/3, you think that Fiamumu, you think they didn't have sense? Because they suspected these kind of things were going to be happening. That people would just rise up one day, as it is today, and say, we don't like this man. He doesn't look like us. He's XYZ. Let's remove him. Something they did to Tyler, to Edwin Snow, and what have you. But those people were not removed constitutionally. They were not voted out. They were pressured to resign. Hamid Dukle, Diana Hoskins, Marisaki, welcome. Those people were not removed because they voted them out, because they had to tear majority that voted them out. They have 49 people that voted. No. They have just like we have today, simple majority, and then people started calling on them, prevailing on them for peace sake. Like the way those our church mothers went to Fonati Koffa for peace sake, for peace sake. Just lead that thing. It will not do nothing to you, my son, our son, Fonati, Mr. Speaker. Just lead that thing here for peace sake. The country that we are now all we are country. Just leave it. The Council of Churches and other people calling on Fonati Koffa, just leave that thing for peace sake. You heard Yeke Koluba. Fonati Koffa is not going to resign. Okay? He's not going to resign. He's not going to resign. Fonati is not going to resign. He will hold on. He has appealed to the Supreme Court. He has appealed to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court have cited a conference between members of the Coup Plotters and Speaker Koffa. This is the Supreme Court citation. Okay? To Samuel G. Koga et al. Representatives Majority Block, in quotation mark, House of Representatives, Capital Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Koga, in reference, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable J. Fonati Koffa, and officers elected under the House's standing rule, acting under and within the scope of his authority of the City of Monrovia, Republic of Liberia, petitioner versus Representatives Samuel G. Koga, Nima County, District Number 5, Richard Nangbe Kun, Monserrato County, District Number 11, and other members of the House of the self-styled Majority Block of the House of Representatives, acting under their control and authority of the City of Monrovia, County of Monserrato, Republic of Liberia. Respondents petition for a writ of prohibition by directive of his Yami Kwekwe Gbese, Senior Associate Justice presiding in chambers. You are hereby cited to a conference with His Honor on Monday, November 4th, 2024 at the hour of 10 a.m. in connection with the above captioned case. Meanwhile, you are ordered to stay all further proceedings and all actions in the matter pending the outcome of the conference. Kind regards, very truly, Councillor Sam Mamulu, Clerk, Supreme Court, and the seal of the Supreme Court is there and everything. Okay? Okay? There you have it. The Supreme Court has cited a conference to be held between the Speaker and the rebel group, the rebel bloc, the rebellious 43. And also prominent in this citation is that the Supreme Court have placed a stay order on all proceedings by the rebel group, the group of 43, the money eaters, the money grabbers. The money eaters, the money grabbers. The Supreme Court told them, you cannot convene at the Capitol calling yourself the majority black and you are transacting business or whatsoever. We put a stay on it. And according to information, they are saying they will not go to the Supreme Court. They will continue in their quest, in their pursuit to remove the Honorable Speaker. Why would anybody want to remove the Speaker? And you have the president not saying anything about it. Why would anybody, Jerome Believer, we said senior from Bokonjide, government camp, Sano County, welcome. Zeli Moye, welcome as well. Rachel Wisa, Ruth Sayon, Charlene Pratt. Yeah. Emmanuel Bro, oh my God. Criminal President JNB needs to be immediately impeached or overthrown. No, we don't want no overthrow here. For deliberately wasting money on those rogues while the majority of Liberians are hungry, starving. Sadly bad and wrong. We can all pray that he be impeached. Well, that will be by law. When he's impeached, he will be given due process. Yeah. But we don't want no overthrow. No. That's not our advocacy. We need a peaceful transfer of power in our country there. Yeah. Okay? If impeachment proceedings are brought against Joseph Boakai, I believe Fonati Koffa will grant him due process. Yeah. Despite all of what he's doing to ensure Fonati leaves, vacate the seat of Speaker. And let me say this before we switch topic here. Let me say this to our CDC people. Okay? Let me say this. Those in the House of Representatives, the likes of Thomas Fowler and everybody else. Okay? If you are or you behaved like a chameleon, if you are, let me put my face on this rear. If you are or you behaved like a chameleon with a coat of many colors, when you stand up rear near Fonati Koffa, when he get on blue coat suit, then your color change blue. When you go to Koga, when Koga get on red t-shirt, then your color change to red. When you go to Luther Collins, and Luther Collins get on white shirt or yellow shirt, your color change to Luther. You go to Yaga Koluba, then you get a zebra color. Black, white, brown, yellow, you get everything on you. If you have that tendency where you want to do business like Nicodemus, you want to act like Nicodemus, you travel by night to do business with a rebel group, and in the daytime, you come to Fonati and say, we're standing with you, shoulder to shoulder. Who remember that song? Favor L. Morris. You remember that song? I guess you do. Rogo, don't call me Rogo. Rogo, don't call me Rogo. In the nighttime you call me Rogo. In the daytime you call me honey. Eh? Don't call me Rogue. In the nighttime we super. But in the daytime, when I go steal and bring everything to you in the net, we okay. But in the daytime now, you won't call me Rogue because everybody eyeball looking at me. Don't do it. Don't do it. You heard the young cadres and militants. If you ran on CDC ticket, you enjoy the support of the party and the leaders, and you are in the House of Representatives today, and to think you will betray the people's trust, the cause of the masses, the revolution, you will betray the revolution, you will regret your action. You will regret your action because we will join the bandwagon to rally 10,000 signatures against you. Against you. We will rally 10,000 signatures in your districts and bring you down and have a by-election. We'll remove you. Okay? You have to put your cards on the table. You have to put your cards on the table. We understand $100,000 is at stake right now. Joseph Boakai is willing to give $100,000 to each person that will leave the Koffa's block and go the other side so as to have 49 members or more to remove the speaker. If you think $100,000 is okay for you, ask Donald Trump, who filed bankruptcy 6 times. A billionaire, he filed bankruptcy 6 times. Ask him. Go and ask the late Jenkins K. Zebby Scott. Go and ask Jenkins Scott, a powerful justice minister who died in destitute in a dumper. They didn't have a place to sleep. They didn't have food to eat. They didn't have water to drink. Go and ask him. If you think $100,000 is okay to cross carpet, to go over to the other side, or if you think $50,000 is okay, Marie Johnson, Jeremiah Gausokan, Kanio Barbala, and you supporting this, you are so silent. If you think money is okay, stay on there. But Fonati is not going to resign. He has the support of the Liberian people. He has the support of the party. He has the support of the leaders. He's not going to resign. So you chameleons in the CDC Legislative Caucus, this is for you. This is your message. Okay? This is for you. This is your message. We're not going to entertain that. In the words of Joseph Boakai, we don't want all of that. No, we don't. Okay? We don't want all of that. Yeah. Exactly, Habib. Ishmael Habib Rahim. Say, ask Vivian Cook, who was the longest serving DMD for operations at NPA. She died poor. If you think money can buy you happiness, can buy you anything, go ahead. Go right ahead. Okay? Go right ahead. All right? Because, what table that on Darius DeLong brother for tomorrow broadcast. It will be the second topic tomorrow. All right? So that will allow you your phone calls and partake on the show here tonight. All right? If you notice, we didn't bring our team of panelists and analysts on because we wanted to deliver this message. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that. The story on DeLong. Oliver P. DeLong will do his story tomorrow. So we'll open up the phone lines here. All right. If you want to call us here at 313-957-9702. Let's have your take on here, WhatsApp and direct. Okay? Yeah. There will be no chameleons, no, what is it in Nicodemuses in this operation. Yeah. You Thomas Fowler, you whosoever in the CDC Legislative Caucus, Nathaniel McGill, Sir Joseph, all of you leaders in the CDC Legislative Caucus, you have to bring your people to book. Talk to them. This fight is not a fight for Fonati Koffa. It is the fight for the Liberian people. It is the fight for the soul of Liberia's democracy. It is not for Fonati Koffa. For almost 6 weeks, I was beating on Fonati Koffa here. Some of you didn't like it. Some of you like it. But those statements we made were not for a forced removal or constitutional removal. No. So you got to talk to everybody. When you go in your caucus meetings, whatsoever, CDC Legislative Caucus, everybody got to put their cards on the table. Let's see where you stand. We can't bring your heart outside. No, we can't bring your hearts outside. But we can see in your hands. What in your hand? We can see it. What you say, we'll hear it. Okay? Yeah. Okay? It is not going to be when we move Koffa, then we're going to put Thomas Fowler there because he's the next in line. They're not the plans. That is not the plans. The plan is not to remove Koffa and put Thomas Fowler. The plan is to get rid. The plan is to get rid of CDC leadership in the House of Representatives. Let's go to our first caller here, our big mom and our big sister. Let the children play, Mariah Nelson. Says Mariah, Omar, welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello to all our listeners and Liberians all around the world,
Right.
and to the CDC party leaders, and to Omen Boaka himself. We say happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man.
You know, Mr. Gamon, it's hard to ignore this time and season over our nation. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's just hard, Mr. Gamon. If you sit down between me, you, and God, you know what we went through in our country, the war. You saw what happened right before you.
Right.
With your little brother, your family. That's something you living with all the days of your life. The amount of people that have died in our country.
Yeah.
that blood wasted on that land. And because of politics, this greediness, the politics, the money, nothing in the world belongs to us. Everything will leave it here.
We'll leave it here. Vanity.
But yeah, but it seems as though the heart of Thomas Faladen is under their feet right now. They're walking on top of their hearts. Because anybody who got heart, then you got conscience. And anybody who don't have conscience, then you don't have a heart.
You don't have a heart.
Yeah. Anybody who let Thomas Faladen type, they are the whole leadership of CDC. Even the Molu, all of them, the boys that God first judge, we are put here around and took them from nowhere and say, yo, let's go as native boys to see how best we can build our nation. And today they have become enemy to this man. You Thomas Fala, that is Thomas Fala business. It tell you that human being nothing inside us, Mr. Gamer. We are just empty people passing around with no fear of God upon our lives.
Right.
People think when you reach, not everybody that reach, they got money sincerely. There's someone they think Thomas Fala them. In that church now, they've been doing nothing. All that big college that boy was building, doing this, doing that. They kill the people charged sedition, promising young boy.
Yeah.
They kill the people's son right in front of that main house. They beat it with stick like you killing snake or deer. A boy died. Thomas Fala. Is this a place for you at this time, season and age? You not lay down? What if it was your child that they had killed? They won election. It's so surprising that your name is mentioned in this kind of thing this time here. But you know, anything you do in this world here, the evil that men do lay after you. You see some of these people with their politics, with talking, and will hunt their children.
Mm-hmm.
Their money and their power will burn their hands. It will slip through their fingers. Many days they will lay down their children, then will roll and wonder and say, oh, God is our God. You see, he'll get a long way because he's your God, second chance. Those boys in our house, native boys there in our house, they're here into dirty things. Mr. Kema, you remember one time in Nima when they caught those 3 people? I think you got that video. What the boss said? That you remember that video? You got it, Mr. Gimo.
Mm-hmm.
That when those boys were in jail somewhere, the man said that one senator said he must carry the bottle full of blood to Monrovia. You remember that video?
Right.
You remember?
Yeah.
These people, they are dirty, they are wicked, they have no fear of God. But the Almighty God will pay their children. You, Thomas Father, they take you from selling plank or poor country native ball like that. You brave because you see money, you see dollars. You have forgotten where you're coming from.
Oh man, talk about your 2 Grand Jury representatives there who joined.
Well,
yeah.
So there's Sunday for the one never. If the thing what I want to say, I went on print job show to 4 o'clock the evening. I coming after Marie. They every one of them.
You can tell some more, yeah.
They're so penny. I want to because you know my mouth. And the plenty people want. They're so penny. They all of them are a bunch of rebels. They Marie herself, she's a rebel. She's a rebel because only rebels can rebel. The children in Grand Nigeria, you see our country, look at the road. You don't think we Grand Nigerians in America, in Liberia, the way they in our house, we can raise money and build our road. You think Pwaka will build our road? Pwaka ain't building no road.
Right.
Jack, nada, zero. He not building nothing. Let me speak game on language.
Yeah.
You hear me? Marie, you get up, you join those people. You join those people, poor country woman like you come from America, you go down there, you join those people. That money those people will eat it will burn them. Their children that people in the country don't know. Right now, people in our country suffering. You know how many calls I got today from yesterday today?
Yeah.
People are suffering. Children not in school. man, Baka, he got no shame, no conscience. Go to go open program on LU campus talking about.
PhD.
I don't know what kind of degree. PhD,
PhD.
somebody know that, yeah, PhD. It makes sense for our old man who served government for the 2 years. This man, this old man, yeah, that Freetown man, we told these people this old man is an old rebel. And he got no love for this nation.
Right.
Y'all don't put this old man to this place. But Liberian people, they came here, and that's why we're feeling now. You understand me? What kind of PhD program? No medicine in a hospital. Nothing, everything. Our country. Look at police go fight for food. Look at the policeman there. Yeah. Look at the policeman. How poor his body looking. He laying down there because they're not taking. And you bribing people, Mr. Gamer. The God that we serve, like that, those people, more will come, more will happen. The calamity over the nation because God tired with the wickedness over Liberia to the innocent people.
Right.
They take children from their stomach. Look how they killed. Queen Johnson went and lay on here and killed that boy. And this old man was brave to get that girl job. Is this the kind of leader you need for to a nation? It's so hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. Only God can change this situation.
Right.
And we know God will change it. But also Liberia have to stand up to this old man. It's about time that this old man need to go, Mr. Gamer. This old man is a complete antichrist to Liberia.
Thank you very much, Omar. Let me take other
Thank
callers.
you.
Thank you very much.
I'm watching.
No doubt. Let the children play, Mama Mariah. Yeah. Amadou Kamara. Good evening, Mr. Gilman. We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice. Not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Absolutely. Let's go to the phone lines here and welcome this caller from 774-2910. Hello, your name?
Yeah, this is Ruth Javasan.
Ruth,
yeah.
Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, I want you to give me a few minutes. I want to talk about Marie. Because Marie came from my district.
Let's hear you.
Okay. I came from PUTU Penikin. I live under the JEDEH mountain.
Right.
And I remember last 2 years we went home. I saw Marie brought two their light posts. How they call it? Those posts that she put one in front of my house. Because of that,
the solar light?
The solar panel, yeah.
Yeah.
She put one there, and she put, I think, 7 in the town I came from Penikin, the headquarters. I met her there and I asked the people, I asked my brother, he was like, oh, that one woman came here and she did good to us. Is that a good Marie want to do to PUTU people? We live under the mountain.
Right.
So I want to get message to Marie. From now on, I will start mobilize people in our place there.
Yeah.
To go and withdraw Marie from in that seat that she says she called herself to be corrupt.
Right.
Since she been in this country, did she get a kind of $25,000 a month?
Tell me about it.
So I want to make it clear to all grandchildren, all the grandchildren, that two people that came from Chian district, whatever district, are born in PUTU, and I grew up in PUTU. My father that was chief in the town, when he asked everybody, they will tell you. And I'd rather now to go and do things with Marie so they will withdraw her back. Right. Because she's not there for our interest.
No.
She's not there for PUTU, for even the ground as a whole, the Liberia, the people not there for us. And after now, she's still standing there. She wrote something on things saying interpreted. Yeah. Which are the interpreters?
Which are the interpreted?
Which one? Stealing? Stealing is that's the only person I want to deal with today. And whoever that related to her, they will come after me and they know me. I just take my own coup. I hope the graduates are on the line that are related to her. I know some of them, I will call them on today.
Right.
But as I'm speaking, I don't know, my question is what we can do to stop those things that are going on. Because we can't wait until it's happened. Because they're wasting the money to put it up. And those people, some of them greedy.
They're greedy.
So what we can do to stop those people that are raising money to do that instead of helping people to send people to school, people houses in the water?
So these are the things that we can do, that we are doing to continuously put this out there. People like you call into the shows and explain yourselves, call on your people not to support that kind of an action. Lend support to Speaker Koffa. Tell him, say, don't resign. We're standing with you. We're behind you. You know?
Okay. And I sent a message to Speaker Koffa, although I don't know if the Facebook page is for him. As for me, I don't just come online and talk, although I'm not pastor.
Right.
But, it's not pastor alone, God can speak to.
No.
Last time you were on the line, I said something about the president chair is in the water. God can speak to so many people.
Yeah.
I was praying and I sent the Bible the Bible verses I was hearing. I sent it to him, but I don't know if he received it. I don't have a contact. Which is Daniel from 6 to the end. Which is because Daniel
his Facebook page is very active. I believe he reads.
So I don't know if he received it, but I sent it to him.
Yeah.
So you're based on that word that God is with him. Okay. Whatever they do, they will not succeed.
Right.
And we that here we cry unto God for our country will be delivered. Because a lot of things that God showing some of us that Joseph Walker did before he take that office is big.
It is.
It's not everything that we can talk about.
No.
But a lot of things that Joseph Walker put his hands in, certified with people, him being head, it's too much.
It's too much.
So it's not like pastor or reverend or whatever that God can speak to, but God speak to some of us.
Right.
So I just want to make it clear to Marie today that whatever you do, you get to pay for it. And God is behind that speaker.
Speaker
because
Koffa.
you're doing the right thing.
Right.
God's not let that work. No. They won't take their hand from it. Marie, when you can hear me, take your hand from that if you want to keep your job. And the other one that take the other man that died a few times, take his sport, how they call him?
Jeremiah Sokan.
Jeremiah, take your hand from those things. The other thing, you take your hand from that. Because whatever pay you get, you'll get it pay.
You'll get it pay.
You'll get it pay.
Yeah.
And Grand GHT people will not look at you for you to join that person from whatever place they come from. You want to join them to say our thing that will depend on.
Right.
Our forefathers. So and anyone hearing me that relative to Jeremiah, whatever it is, you send my message to them. Say Ruth Jabba said, this in Jabba daughter say, if you want to keep your jobs, you take your hand from that.
Take your hand from that.
That's my thing. Take your hand from that.
Thank you very much, Sis
Thank
Ruth.
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Let's go to Canada, Quebec, and welcome this other caller. Hello, your name?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Kevin. I'm Opinto Molu.
Opato, you said Opito Molu?
Yeah, Opinto Tamamolu.
Tamamolu, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Kevin, for me, I have nothing to say, but I just called it to send a caveat to all of the sedition that going against our party.
Right.
They should just know that their days are abnormal. They would never come back. Some of us should be the last person. Some of us know me personally are from Queensville. When I was there, we used to go some of us in District Number 5. People die for a business. The poor children that die in Lofa, they were because of some of us like nobody else. It is how he's going to pay this party back. It is how.
Right.
People die for a business. And Joseph Walker did nothing to teach us to the poor children.
No.
It is how they're going to starve the party or it's going to starve the party on the back. But God will come for them one by one.
One by one, yeah.
But next election, we will make sure we will campaign against him. Fala time is over. Position is over. Let you know that it is over for Fala. All the respect for me, you know me personally. I'm from District Number 5.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what Fala doing to this party, God will pay him. Wow. They're talking from nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Fala not, when you come to money, the billionaire in Liberia. This party, the people try to make you to be rich, but you turn your back on them and pay them back with evil, but I'll pay for it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Folks, our lines are open. We can take a few more callers here. If you want to call, you can call us at 313-957-9702, WhatsApp and direct. And Felicia Gallo, aka Queer Gallo, said it is not easy on Prince Double Show tonight. They are on Prince Double Show right now. Okay, I believe she meant to say Ada Marie Johnson or Jeremiah Sukan or their representatives are on Prince Double Show on Facebook. You can follow after here. All right, our lines are open. Call us here 313-957-9702. Let's read this comment from Mustafa M. Kamara. I had it on earlier, but I didn't get to read it. What the anti-Koffa faction needs to understand: having Representative Clarence Garr in a presiding role disregards both the House rules and the code of conduct, especially given his involvement in the resolution to remove the speaker. This creates a conflict of interest because he signed for the speaker's removal and shouldn't preside in this capacity. Thank you very much. Let's go to the line here. Welcome, Miss Kude Williams from the ATL. Kude, welcome.
How are you, Mr. Kimmel?
I'm good.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Mr. Kimmel, I will just say this thing. The song, they have a song, it says, Lord, look where you brought me from.
Right.
And I will change it and say, we are look where you brought Tomo Fala them from. Down deep in the dikes.
Right.
For things they couldn't afford.
No.
But we are look where you brought them from.
Look where you brought them from.
Tell you, and I'm telling them, God that we said, except no blocking from any one of them when their mother was born in there. That's the only way they will succeed. Wow. But as long as from their mother won't born in them and they turn against we are, so we are be still and know that there's a God. These people will pay. They will pay. They will pay. The children will pay. They will put all on themselves.
Could just hold on one quick second. Just hold your thoughts. You will come back to speak. All right. Hold on. Oh, folks, so we apologize there. We had a little technical glitch. I believe you are aware of this. Let's go back to the phone lines here and welcome Kuda Williams. Miss Williams, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Kimen.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was out there running the campaign, registering people to vote, and afterwards I had to go to World Congress Center to meet the governor from Nigeria, who is about to run.
Yeah.
And he was defeated, Peter Obi. And and he stood up there and he was saying just what we are saying right now about human being.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that man was saying, it was like he himself lived in Liberia. And they had this, our 2 PhD, a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He acted Jala Yaka Kodoba, and he told him, he said, I to go and vote for you. And they let you down. We are going back. But you will be president, they like it or not. By the people that you save. Most of them came to you when they were hungry. Fine. You did things for them and they turned their back against you.
Right.
And I was sitting there, I thought I was sitting in Liberia. So that deceitfulness is all around. But to my surprise, they had a young children. A student from Nigeria, Mr. Kimen, that place was packed. It was $60 for 2 hours to park. We stayed out there 5 hours. That place was so packed, and the young children stood up.
Wow.
All in time writing on paper is gone. Now they're dealing with AI, computer, this, that, and the other. They said we will stand up, we will march, we will make sure you become president.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody who is not able to walk to become our president. And I was surprised. I said, I wish other Liberians, educational children in Liberia can listen to these children talking.
Right.
Why is it our country is going down? Why is it our country? I just read something because I thought how we found person just died. Accident, blood test. Every time I get in the country, somebody died for accident. He got to say at the table. What's going on? Except the man who say he's God, he's not living. But as long as women with bear pain and blocking from our womb to bomb our children, and everybody that in CDC had the same blood, and that man, you're trying to turn your back against your we are in Fonati. Fonati fear nothing but to do wrong. Right. Because the God that you serve and the God that we serve, he will never leave you nor forsake you. Those people, they will pay. They will shit all on themselves. I'm sorry I'm going to talk. I just come from just like I thought. They will shit all on themselves. They will go blind. I knock my knee and said, there's not a call. I'm speaking no American English here today. I'm tired with these people. No fake. I just what the people said yesterday to that conference. So much fake wearings. A pastor, the jump out of for that thing, leave it with God. Say you can pray. Why the big man, Joseph Koffa went to the Pope. Why are you praying for the Pope to not be in wheelchair? Why are you praying for him to walk on wheelchair? Fonati don't move from nowhere, don't go nowhere. We will run with here. All the signature we want. None of them.
Thank you very much, Kude.
They never gave their mother anything. They will pay.
Thank you. Let me take other callers here. Let's go to the WhatsApp line. Ansu Sese, welcome. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Gilman?
I'm good. Welcome.
Joseph Boakai, Unity Party, they still thinking that all meal is in Liberia. Because they are failed party. They teach what they teach Joseph Boakai with the 42-year experience that he get. He stayed dreaming to say all meal is in Liberia. So they like to brave people for setting D. And they braving while they braving, they're not achieving nothing.
No.
To come in to take the braving space. So that braving CDC graduated from because they saw how Unity Party were proceeding on Helen administration. The reason why you saw President Weah were able to build uniform halls for the Liberian people that were in cash horses.
Yeah.
You see, when President Weah nominated This guy here, the military guy, Zulizo.
Yeah, Zulizo.
You are having the power, the technique. Let me put it in the Liberian way, the technique.
Yeah.
You know, to use your power for Zulizo to take the position that he was nominated for. But when they went in the hall with Zulizo, people never supported his idea, and he left it.
He left it, yeah.
That's the reason why he was able to pave those community road. That's the reason why President Weah was able to be back for the Liberian people. Where today Unity Party people, they're knocking their chest.
Yeah.
They're taking money from their Liberian people, knocking their chest at government property. And the good thing CDC do is for the Liberian people, is for the Liberian government. But anything pertaining about CDC that they will take pride for in the country, that is taboo. Unity Party doesn't talk about that. But hey, with the Liberian people, we have to blame ourselves. People think for us sometimes, we don't think for ourselves.
Uh-huh.
You have to think for yourself sometimes.
You have to.
No matter the condition you're in, Mr. Gilman, people should not always think for you. You should always sometimes think for yourself.
Yeah.
Just look at this, Mr. Gilman. People were in Grand Cape Mall. They know the Red Press in Sierra Leone. People in Nimba County. They know the Red Press in Guinea. Politicians will go lie to them to say we will change things when we come there. Hey, come on, people. Things have changed. The Baker Red Press have changed.
No.
Yeah, the medical facility. Now in Bapolu, they have finished change.
Let me talk to this other person here. We're running out of time from Grand GEDEH.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Josephine Campbell, welcome.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gilmore.
Welcome. Let's hear you quickly here.
Yeah, okay. I was so-called representatives from our county. I have to call them.
Uh-huh.
And then please do Grand GEDEH people job. Instead of there to take money for themselves. But I know the people waiting for them, they will welcome them the day they go there. I must rather their own account now because when they know that when they go Grand GEDEH, what they're going to get.
Right.
Why that man, he make Grand GEDEH crying again? Because we know our brother will be alive, you will not do the nonsense.
Right.
You will not be on that side.
No.
But God will deal with them. They and their children, their whole generation will go down for treating our people like this. But what they did, they're laughing. Let them get it, even they get them 100,000.
Yeah.
The speaker will not resign.
You will not resign.
And they will never get 40 in Jesus' name. So Bakai government, when the budget not part, the job can be done. Bakai the government will lead it out till their time be over. Or not to move in, you will never move.
You will never move.
And if they want to do the job, they think they're doing this. So they go international community, you go there. They're not coming there. Oh. They will do the job while you're stand for Bakai.
Absolutely.
They're not coming to your rescue at this time.
Yep.
And you now move that speaker. So like the budget that they're parking the speaker and just start.
You say what did they about do? Thank you very much.
I'm parking the speaker.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a question.
Thank you very much.
Shallow, keep praising. They made me forget about my job. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a question.
Shallow, keep praising. They made me forget about my job. Yeah. The time is the bribery and more. Yeah. They see people that made me forget we are. And the men and teaching get a camera. TP roll. They skinny for plenty and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we vote tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say.
A dead bucket. A dead bucket.
Baga fuile la brain people. Baga me wa to for ile we fully people. They gonna go nowhere on the fire. It's going on you can get it, you can get her.
Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much for being there. Maurice Spacey from Grand County, Mohammed Bayo, Fargo, North Dakota, Emmanuel Bro, Funny Game Masale, Victoria Musule Townsend. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to our callers into the show tonight. Those of you that spend with us, distributors of the show. Hey, Hon J from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for tuning in. Franklin, Silver L. Morris, Emmanuel Tower, Colonzo, Brian Crawford, McQueen, Diamond Stone, the host of others. Thank you very much.
We bring the keeper, we not know so. The keeper that we put there.
This is the latest song in town. Confident D, Bruno Briswell. Says Lou Blackman, Comfort Mommy Tay.
We bring the keeper, we not know so.
Join us Monday, tomorrow for another edition of the program here. Alfred N. Nimble, Sally Tony, Maki Kaye, Mustafa A. Kamara, and others here. This is the latest song in town, Deb Borke. That's trending right now.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a question.
Eric King.
Hello.
Helena.
They made me forget about my job. We are. That means they probably need more. We are.
Again, until then, I've been your host and announcer, Wild Michael Gilman. It's been a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Monique Walker. What's up? M.O.M.
Singing this song from my soul. The people that we fought tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so.
Salim Pratt.
We bring the keeper, we not know so.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching.
We bring the keeper, we not know so.
Mohammed Bayo, Fargo, North Dakota.